Hello everyone. In today's video I will discuss about Erving Goffman's perspective of dramaturgy. Erving Goffman basically extended the work of symbolic interactionism and he is considered as the symbolic interactionist. But his perspective of dramaturgy, which has become more popular and prominent worldwide because of his works like presentation of self in everyday life. Goffman basically extended the concept and theory of the self through his work presentation of self in everyday life. As we already have discussed about the self concept of self in the Mead's work like Mind, Self and Society. So Mead basically divided the self into I and me, and he discussed how self develops in the individual and this self individual uses to express his or her personality in the society. Similarly, Goffman tried to understand and explain the self in the context of the society. But his approach of understanding self is different from Mead. Here Goffman compared the society with the theater. That's why it is considered as the theatrical analogy. His comparison of the society with theater is considered as a theatrical analogy. He compared the theater with the society. So according to dramaturgy, individual presents their self in the society, and this presentation of self is the individual's performance in the society. So theater, which has a setting, consists of the script, actors, the scene, the plot, context and many more things. Similarly, society has also the setting, the script, the plot, scene, context, actors and many more things. So who is the actor in the society? Individual is the actor. Like theater, which tells a story to the audience, so in society individuals also performs in order to present a story to the audience. Who is the audience for the individual? Rest of the people, rest of the members of the society are the audience. There is other members of the society are the audience for the individual. Then Goffman divided the self into two parts, front stage and the backstage. That is, front stage is one part of the self and backstage is the another part of the self as it exists in the theater. That is, the performance in the theater which we watch is the front stage and its preparation happens in the backstage. So individual's self has also the front stage and the backstage. Front stage means the individual's actual way of action, individual's performance in the society. That is, individual's orientation towards the society. The way individual act in the society is his front stage. So again, Goffman divided the front stage into two types, means two aspects of the front stage he has mentioned. These are setting and the personal front. Setting means that individual performs, individual acts in a particular setting. For example, doctors who performs his or her duty in the setting of medical, police who performs his or her duty in the police setting, the religious priest who performs his or her duty in the religious institution. And another aspect of the self front stage is the personal front. Personal front is the individual's attributes, that is, individual's attributes towards this performance. Here, for example, doctor who performs his or her duty in a setting called medical Now, how doctor can be differentiated from nurse? Through doctor's apron and the nurse's apron, through doctor's other attributes, activities, and nurse's activities, which is the personal front. So, doctor cannot act like nurse and nurse cannot act like doctor. So, through their act, through their appearance, through their attributes, the other individuals can differentiate who is doctor and who is a nurse. So, this is the personal front of the individual. So, these are the two aspects of the front stage according to Goffman. Again, Goffman divided the personal front into two types, appearance and manner. So, individual who expresses a particular appearance, and this appearance of one individual differs distinct from other individual, and through appearance we can, that is other individuals can understand the individuals or persons the social status. Appearance is very important, that is every individual expresses his or her own appearance. This appearance can tell you the position of the person, the occupation of the person, the profession of the person, the skill of the person, or many more things. So, in the society, every individual tries to express his or her own appearance so that other can understand him or her. Second important aspect of the personal front is the manner. Manner is attached with the appearance, that the audience expects a particular type, a particular nature of behavior and actor from a person to see his or her appearance. If person's appearance is this, then this will be his or her manner, way of behavior. So, the manner is the way individual behaves according to his or her own social status or the economic or any other professional status. So, these are the two important aspects of the personal the personal front of the front stage according to Goffman. Now, the second type of the self, what Goffman mentioned, is the backstage. Backstage is that part of the self which individual do not present in the society, which individual try to hide, keep it secret from the audience, from the society. So, what things, what aspects, what actions may be there in the backstage? It may be the individual's extreme unlimited desire, it may be individuals the mistake, error in the action, it may be unprocessed action. So, individual try to present the end product in the society for the audience. So, individual produce or express a kind of self which is ready, which is assumed as acceptable in the society. According to Goffman, individual uses a technique called impression management to present his or her front stage in the society. This individual present his or herself in everyday life through a technique called impression management. That is, every time individuals act and present him or her in the society the way society expect and want. So, the technique is called impression management. By impression management we can understand there is managing the impression. So, every individual try to manage the impression. There is individuals become conscious, become aware whether his or her act is going against the society's expectation, whether it is creating chaos or not, whether it is making any means unwanted situation or not. So, this individual can manage, and this management of the self is called the impression management. So individual always look into the audience's reactions towards his or her own action, and accordingly he or she acts. So individual's action and presentation of self is depends on the audience, just like the theater. In theater, actor performs for the audience. So the means in front of audience the actor cannot commit mistake. Similarly, individual cannot commit mistake in the society, in front of other peoples, in front of the audience. So mistake, errors can be done in the backstage, but in the front stage it cannot be done. So it is refined by the self, that is the presentation of self is refined by the impression management technique. So this much is for today's video. In the next video I will continue more about the dramaturgy and symbolic interactionism. Thank you for watching, and keep watching my channel so that you will get more videos relevant for you, and please subscribe and share.